Hello everybody, it is I, Juplication, and welcome back to Amnesia the Dark Descent. Today we are playing a custom story of the name Abduction. This is an old one, and I've played it a couple times before, so it's not completely blind, but because I wasn't blind either, and that was still a lot of fun, so I'm expecting more or less the same amount of fun from this one. The story is a lot more in-depth than La Casa was, or at least it was longer, if I remember correctly, so should be a lot of fun. You are startled by a loud crash in the middle of the night. Investigate the source. Oh, and right into the action as the description states, and I'm also freaking out on the floor for some reason. Oh, I think I was meant to be sleeping in the bed, but it just looked like I was on the floor. I had the hiccups right before this, by the way, but they seem to have completely gone away now. Which is convenient considering I kind of need my voice uninterrupted and fully usable. How much oil do I— oh, nice! Generous. Generous developers, keeping my lantern nice and full the moment I get it. Love to see that. I probably have a memento. I don't check the mementos much, not because I don't want to. I just forget all of the time. But there's usually some neat stuff written in them. Oh great, I need a key. Did I? Yeah, I did get a key. I picked it up without even thinking. I heard a loud noise downstairs. I should investigate. Nice and simple. Very cool. Classical painting decor as usual in an Amnesia game of any kind, including custom stories. Nice, a door simply labelled downstairs. Man, this house is big. I must have a decent amount of dodge if I'm able to stay here. There's the Black Eagle from Amnesia the Dark Descent, back at it again. That's the place Alexander was affiliated with. Ooh, some glass. I know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm gonna break it. As per usual with all Amnesia glass, you need to break it the second you see it. Regardless of if there's anything inside it or not. Bonk. Shame you can't play the piano. I mean, maybe you can play the piano, but you're just choosing not to. This is a very cool area. It's getting less cool by the second. I got another memento, I should read that. The noise came from that door in the corner of the room. Yeah, I kind of figured that, pal. Kind of figured that. Okay. You'll have to excuse me. I'm not interested in that business of yours. Oh, no! He moved way faster than I expected him to. You cannot die yet. I can't die, period. That's not in my plans anytime soon. Oh, frickin' jolly good. Already my screen is encased in a thick layer of cranberry red. And I haven't even done anything yet. What's up, cockroach? You having a good day? I had a pretty decent day myself. Not too bad. Looks like I can't move this bed any closer. I wanted to move it up there so I could, like, crouch jump out there, but it looks like I might not be able to do that. If this bed keeps misbehaving. Oh, ho, 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 ho! Now that's what I'm talking about. What you're actually supposed to do is, you can actually— I'll give you a demonstration for this, but what you're actually supposed to do is through the bars, grab the box, and then move it around while you're inside there, and then bring it in with you. But I wanted to see if I could do it that way, because I don't really like doing it that way, because it's just— it's taken complete advantage of the fact that the main character has, like, physics, reality-bending powers where they can just grab a box and then phase it through, like phase their arms through the bars so that they're somehow able to bring it through. Because I don't know how, like, if you're sitting from inside of there and you're sitting right there, I don't know how you're able to pick up the box like this and then move it all the way over to here. The bars would stop you. There's no way you could do that. Unless you, like, threw it over here, I guess, maybe, and then when you threw it over there, then you can pick it up again and throw it here. I guess you could physically do it, it would be pretty difficult. I feel like most people's instinct would be to just climb through the bars like this normally. So I prefer to do it that way. The cell door's locked, I'll need to find another way out. Way ahead of you, champ, I'm already out, I'm outies 5000. What did I name you last? I named, like, the skull in a closet in one of the previous custom stories. I think it was Scully or something. Experimentation. Experiment log 17, 21st of August, 1840. The subject's response to the new strain of formula was less than optimal. The subject seemed to suffer from extreme pain instantly and most likely intensely upon receiving the injection, which lasted for several seconds. Once the pain had subsided and his screams had ceased, he began to exhibit a complete loss of muscular control, seizing rather violently. Fortunately, he was shackled to the table. In the midst of the seizure, the subject's eyes rolled up into his head, and shortly thereafter his breathing and heartbeat stopped. Upon death, he began to immediately leak a green substance from every pore and hole on his body. It was extremely acidic, and I may find a use for it later. I must, however, burn his remains. It seems the mixture is far from the serum I seek. I will need to alter the recipe before injecting subject 19 with it. He is, after all, the one with the highest potential, considering the attachment the Shadow has to him. And that servant didn't exactly handle him with care. Good thing I keep Laudanum handy. I shall send for another prisoner tomorrow, and try again. More mementos. Where am I? My lantern is gone. I must find a way out of this horrible place. The note speaks of a strong acid that is stored somewhere nearby. It may come in handy at some point. So we're subject 19, and apparently we're pretty based. Apparently, you know, we're a good candidate for whatever freaking experiment this guy's pulling, whoever they are. Hey, you know, I'm gonna be happy about that. I mean, it's... Sure, it's not for a good reason, like, they want to do bad things to me, but it's kind of flattering that I'm, like, the most promising one. Oh, hey, Scully, this is where I threw you. Oh, this must be the body leaking green ooze. I best not get too close to that. Seems, the burning's going pretty poorly. It's not really doing much. I guess it'll take a while to, burn the body. Classic Amnesia dead guy. Naked, booty up, and on a broken bed. Okay, I just phased through this entire freaking thing here somehow. Glad I did that. That was cool. Voices of the Damned, once again, you continue to haunt me. Hollow Needle. And instantly my brain was like, what, Hollow Knight in this game? But no, it's Hollow Needle. My brain, it's just thinking of Hollow Knight, because I've been recently playing that on the channel, and it's been great. Dungeon Hulls. Let's see what we can find ourselves in here. I need a lantern. That's frickin' spiffy. I'm so glad I don't have a lantern when I need it most. I've missed playing this game. It's so fun playing Amnesia. The atmosphere is oh, oil for a lantern I don't have. The atmosphere is perfect. And even the custom stories, like the original story of Amnesia the Dark Descent, which I will talk about in more detail when I replay the game on the channel. But the story of Amnesia the Dark Descent is fantastic. But even like the fans creating custom stories, they did a remarkable job recreating their own amazing stories. Either continuing the story of Amnesia in their own like custom story, or just combine the hammer and chipper. You did that automatically. I was excited to do that myself, but whatever. Anyways, or if they're just creating like an original story. Either way, it tends to be pretty good. I mean, you get some odd ones out here and there, but for the most part, the Amnesia the Dark Descent modding scene was phenomenal, and it's never been recreated since. I don't know how Amnesia the Dark Descent created such a phenomenon with its custom stories, but it did, and I'm grateful it did, because it was a large part of my past. Helped shape a lot about what I am today. Which is kind of ominous considering they tend to be pretty dark and murdery and torturous. I'm not saying it shaped me to be dark, murdery and torturous, but you know, like, playing these kinds of games, it's, I don't know, it did something good to me. I can't quite describe what it did yet, but you know, maybe at some point I'll be able to describe what it did for me. The Master, 1 out of 2, he has returned, somehow, back from the dead. What am I to make of this? I must document the occurrence. Late last night, August 21st, as I was retiring from my work in the prison, I heard a loud explosion coming from below me. I sent a servant to investigate the noise, but it did not return. I ventured downstairs myself, hoping whatever would cause the noise would either be dead or gone. To my horror, as I peered through the door from whence the sound came, there stood a ghastly man, pale as the moonlight itself, hovering, as if held up by a supernatural force. I dare not approach him, I must leave at once. I pray he is unable to track me down, but it may already be too late. Interesting. That description is very like Alexander, who was also a very interesting character in his own right, which I look forward to talking about in The Dark Descent. If I can ever conjure up any thoughts, that is. I always say, oh hey, I look forward to talking about this in detail when we get there, and then we get there and I never do. But hey, maybe one of these days. To be honest, most of the time I just have a grand time having fun with you guys and playing these awesome games. Custom stories are phenomenal. I'm gonna check if I'm recording because I'm terrified of the fact that I might not be recording. I am recording, thank goodness. Oh hey, it's Alexander's memory diaries. It will not be long now, my love. I have found him, I can use him, I can return to you. I will not fail again. Alright, so not only is that Alexander's, memory cylinder, but it's, the person speaking in them appears to be Alexander. That's the same kind of stuff he used to say. I keep wanting to say Stefano when I see these things. I mean, it's no secret of me being a big fan of Amnesia Custom Stories, and being around during the 2012 era. There's no surprise I know about Stefano. But for some reason, every time I see that, it's just, why do I want to mention Stefano? He's not even relevant anymore. Most of you guys might not even know who Stefano was. If you haven't noticed, by the way, I'm not afraid, and the reason I'm not afraid is because of this. Check it out, fellas. The age-old way of getting around these grotesque mutants. Age-old for me, that is. I don't think I've seen anyone else do this. I've seen some people accidentally do it in fear, but they never roll with it. They never know the true power of what blocking your vision with a barrel can do. This goobery Maximus Gooberano doesn't even understand that I'm right here and I just phase blocked him with the barrel. He's like right on my tuchus, like my booty meat. He's like right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into this closet that's in this room. There's no closet in this room. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide in the darkness. Like Dracula himself. I will emerge from the darkness, fully rejuvenated and ready for the night ahead, but not the day ahead, because Dracula doesn't wake up for daytime strolls. He wakes up for nighttime strolls. Children crying? That's definitely not something I want to hear in an old abandoned castle. Well, that is if this is a castle. I don't really know where I am or what this is. So what did I get exactly? I got a jar? And how do I break you? Do I... Oh, okay, I just didn't click it right. Ooh, no. Okay, I'm more scared now that the previous plan didn't work, but I'm picking up the gate key, and I'm picking up some juicy items, picking up some juicy acid. By the way, top tip, guys, when you rinse your mouth out with water... That was soundless for a bit for some reason. When you brush your teeth and you wash your mouth out with water, don't use... First of all, it's probably best you don't use tap water. Second of all, if you do use tap water, don't use hot water. I accidentally used hot water and now there's a horrible taste in my mouth that's been lingering there for eons. You see what I mean about the barrel? Like, it's so easy to just... Wee woo 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 wee woo. Oh yeah, go back in. That's where I am. That's where I am. Peekaboo, boo, peekaboo. You know, it makes sense that they're so stupid, but... You know, why are they so stupid? Surely you must be... Can Alexander not, like... Well, in the main game it's Alexander, but can whoever it is that's controlling these things not, like, tell you where I am if they know it? Like, in the original base game, I'm pretty sure Alexander always had an idea of where you were. Actually, you know what? I was gonna say, why can't Alexander just tell them where you are, but to be fair, Alexander just has a general idea of where you are, and then he tells the grunts and whatnot to go after you, and then whether they get you or not is up to them. And normally they don't because they're stupid. They've got, like, the object permanence of a baby. They're not too much of a threat. Most of the time, but I'll stop using the, Oh wait, corrosive acid. Then, boom. There's no animation. Usually there's an animation that goes with that. But, I'll try not to use the barrel because it's just overpowered and, you know, it stops being fun after a while. But, you know, if you ever do want to cheese this game, just get a barrel and put it in front of your face. It works 9 times out of 10. There's also a water monster here, in case you guys didn't notice. He's not that much of a threat. Well, he kind of is that much of a threat. Again, it's dependent. The enemies and their threat level in this game is very circumstantial. Check out my hammer! You unironically did try to check out my hammer, and it ended pretty alright for you, you know. I mean, nothing bad's gonna happen to the monsters. I can't do anything to them. But boy, do I wish I could. I will obliterate your fish face with 1,000 punches. Oh hey, here's your 1,000 punches. Whoa! Whoa! Alright, the only one that was scared there and obliterated was me. Oh my gosh! Try dealing with that, you Kernick scum. Which is what the water monster's real name is. It's the Kernick. I miss the good old days when you actually went after the meat. You only want my succulent meat. Well, you can't have it. What do you say, guys? Left, right. I think we should go this way first. I'm a jumping master, dude. The water monster in this particular area is the Kernick. I'll just start calling it the Kernick because I prefer saying Kernick anyways. It sounds cooler. But the Kernick is not that much of a threat. Pretty easy. So far, in fact, the enemies in this custom story. Oh, do you guys hear that? Now it's partaking of the succulent meat. A succulent Chinese meal? It's finally taking part of it now that I'm, like, long gone and I don't need it to anymore. They're gaining intelligence. But yeah, so far the enemies in this game haven't been too difficult to evade. I mean, I've made, like, 3 or 4 mistakes in the past... who knows how many moments. And the Kernick hasn't abused me for it. I just keep getting away with it. The creator's also being generous with their items. They're giving me a lot of good equipment. You know, I don't think this is gonna go bad for me in any way. This is gonna be easy! Lemon squeezy! Wow, okay. I refuse to let you guys be steeped in cranberry darkness, so I'm just gonna heal real quick. That took me by surprise, I must say. The making it eat food was an intense backfire. But you know what? It should be fine. I hate it when I miss the box by like a few inches. Oh, right, yeah. The key, of course. I'm just so used to the hollow needle unlocking doors. Got another memento. The note reminds me of Alexander. Could he really be back? Where am I? This isn't Brennenburg. I must find some answers. So yeah, we're clearly playing as Daniel. Which, this is a continuation of The Dark Descent rather than its own original story, and I can appreciate an attempt to conclude the story in a way you see fitting. I always love seeing people's different takes on the story, and where they think it should go. Bada bing bada boom! Oh, completely missed. Well, whatever. It's always nice when I get to see a peaceful area like this. I love the music and the scenery. This game, despite its boring textures, like it has like 3 or 4 available textures. I don't know. I don't mind it because sure, it all looks the same, but I don't know, maybe it's just the way this person's using the textures. Like the way people use textures in custom stories is really creative. And the way they reuse everything from the main game, it keeps things fresh. Somehow, The Dark Descent just never gets stale for me. Buddy, you might need to see a... I don't know, a doctor, maybe? It looks like you might need some posture tips. Remember to sit up straight when you're gaming, I suppose, but this isn't really that kind of issue. You're not hunched over, you're hunched back. And not in a hunchback kind of way. The path ahead. When the eagles see blue and the lions see red, one drop of your blood shall reveal the path ahead. Yeah, cool. I'll trust this random person who wrote a note. There's a hidden door somewhere in the atrium that can only be opened when items are placed on the pedestals in front of the statues. And you're trusting this note. Why, Daniel? I mean, why not, I suppose? You only live once. The archives, I don't want to go there. Oh! YOLO means you only live once. That's why people kept saying YOLO all the time and then doing stupid stuff. Oh my gosh, why is that just hitting me now? Oh no. No, I must be of a lower intelligence to have not figured that out after all of this time. It's like an ancient thing and I just... Oh, there's never anything under the stairs, come on. It's like an ancient meme and it just didn't connect with me, I guess. Oh, bit of a lag going on there. There was some lag going on there. A bit weird, but you know, it's fine. It's working fine now. Fat load of nothing as usual. Thanks, game. Actually, saying that though, there's been a fat load of everything so far. I mean, they just keep giving me stuff. I don't even know why I'm not using my lantern. There's no reason to conserve it. I have so much oil. Ahaha! The creator's generosity shines upon me again. Looks like someone's looking out for you, Daniel. Could it be Johann Wire? Could it be Agrippa? Okay, that's not cool. Oh, more oil. Hey now, hey, Sonny. Whoa, you're a bit too excited to partake in my human flesh. Why don't you look over there for a moment while I do some sneaking about? Ho ho ho, you think you can outsmart me, beast? Beast of man? Man of beast? Man beast? Ay ay ay. You know, they made a plushie of you now, which is pretty sick. You guys should go check it out. They made a plushie of the grunt. Looks pretty alright from what I've seen. Just keep your head down, it'll all be fine. Right. Not fine. Definitely not fine. Or maybe it is fine, because you're dumb. We've been over this. Your intelligence is lacking. Your object permanence. Sorry, it's not a matter of intelligence. You've just got baby brain. It's okay. Well, I'm glad that was over with. You know the Grunt's theme that's playing in the background right now? That... It sounds a lot like the perfect theme for motion sickness. Yeah, you guys hear that? Tell me you don't think motion sickness when you hear that. That's what the Grunt's theme is. It's motion sickness orchestrated. $4.15. $4.15. Cool. Definitely a code. Hello, buddy. You're finding yourself out. What are you hitting, silly? You trying to hit the door? Oh, you're adorable. You're adorable. Where are you finding yourself these days? Oh, I'm being tag teamed, and it's now it's getting kind of scary. Yeah. Brother tried to close the door. Well, hey, in other news, the other guy just kind of left for some reason, so I should be okay. That did genuinely kind of freak me out a little bit. But it all seemed to work out just fine in the end, like it always does. Are you stuck behind the door? Oh my gosh. You're so silly. Peekaboo! 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 And as soon as you break open this door, I will be gone out of your sight. Just like a magician. And much like a magician, I'm gonna use a closet to enact my devious and intellectual plans. Hey man. Come on in. I assure you, it's very worth a visit. Buddy, are you sincerely fricking around right now? Because you're sincerely fricking me around right now. Why are you staying in here? What are you doing in the corner there, Buster? Once upon a time, I was scared of you, goofballs. But now there is nothing to fear. Because you're silly! I didn't mean to yell that like that. I was just legitimately scared because I couldn't close the door and I freaked out a little bit. Yeah, I'm in there. That's where I am. That's where you'll find me. They're so goofy. I kind of do like them. I kind of love them. They're just goofy guys. Silly lads. The East Wing key. Very nice. Literally just a bunch of Scooby-Doo chase scenes so far. My sanity's looking kind of grim, so I might as well pop that up a little bit. Get some oil in my lantern that I'm barely going to use because there's enemies everywhere and I don't want to be seen. Anyone ever tell you that there's too many of you fellas about? Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, I thought that dust there was a grunt, and I did kind of get scared there for a little bit. 4 up, 15 down. Clearly is referring to this. 4 up, 15 down. Bing. Bong. Bing. Bang. Bong. Bong. Problemo solvado. Hey, who closed this door? I didn't order a closed door. I ordered a very closed door, as a matter of fact. In fact, I would like to order a locked door as a second payment. Oh dear, it seems it can't be delivered quite fast enough for my liking. You break through, Buster. Oh, right. Well, this is unfortunate. I didn't quite expect you to be just kind of sitting around there for a little bit. Ooh, I brought up my Steam thingy. My bad. Do I dare, fellas? Do I dare? Should I just take the death? Like, yeah, I'll just take it. I'll just take it. No, I won't. Oh! Sorry, Mickey came out there for a moment. I do legitimately get scared sometimes in this game, but it's not because dying sucks, which it kind of does suck, but like, I just don't want to die. I kind of had hopes that that guy would be a poof, like a hallucination monster, but nah, he was as real as the wounds on my skin right now. The beautiful blue glow is kind of ruined by the fact that I'm dying. Cool, blue glass shard, making progress. Well, I best be getting out of here. It was very nice meeting you all. Getting the absolute living snot beaten out of myself wasn't that fun, but hey, it is what it is. It really would have been delectable if I could avoid getting hit altogether, because now everything has a red tint. Which I'm never a fan of, but it is what it is. We got an East Wing King. We got an East Wing key, so we shall head to the East Wing. Because that's just called logic, my friend. And that's called bowler aim. Let's go. I'm presuming this is the East Wing? Nope, it's the West Wing. I found the East Wing key in the East Wing. That makes sense. Probably should have followed that logic. I like this custom story so far. It's doing a lot of good stuff. Maybe the monster encounters are a bit too common, though. I would tone it down on the monster encounters a bit. But aside from that, I'm liking everything about it so far. My nose is so itchy. Getting kind of mad at how itchy my nose was there. Instinctively, I go for the painting. I always go for the painting. I always expect there to be something behind the painting. It's an Amnesia custom story. There's gonna be something behind the painting. More oil. The generosity is, you know, that's something else I would tone down. Is the generosity of the oil in this game, and resources in general are a bit too generous. Boom! Amnesia rules. He was a traitor. He had to be killed. I will let nothing stand in my way. So many years have passed since I held you, my love. But I promise, soon I will be with you. How soon is soon? Like, relative to your lifespan, is that like 10 years, a century, a millennia? Perhaps even a few millennia? Like a few seconds? The Master, 2-2. His servants have been making regular patrols. It is only a matter of time before he finds me. At least the portal is safe. He will never find all of the pieces. He will never be able to return. Even if I die by his hand, I at least know I can know that the other world will be safe from his tyranny. The one from before, I didn't recognize him at first. I never met him in person, but perhaps he can serve as our salvation. He beat him once, perhaps a second time as well? He does not even know, perhaps it is better that way. Know what? Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't ask that. Apparently, it's better that way, in quotations. That load on nothing. Oh, hey, just as suspected. A small key. Right, I hope that's not coming toward me. That's coming directly toward me. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, welcome home, buddy. It's good to see you again. I'm gonna take a drink of my tea. It's kind of starting to get cold. I forgot about it and now it's kind of getting cold. I don't like that. Okay, that's cool. If you could, like, be gone permanently, out of my sight? That would be a delicious move of yours. I just want to check the drawers. In the thing, in the desk. You're not coming over here, are you? Are you coming over here? I hope you're not coming over here. If you weren't before, you might be now, because I kind of made a noise there. The frickin' closets in Amnesia just have to make a creaking sound. Of course they do. Yup, absolutely nothing. What else can I expect? Hey, was that you that messed this up? Come on, how could you? That's not nice to the drawers, my friend. Oh, come on, let me in there. That book! That book is single-handedly keeping it all together, but I am single-handedly ripping it apart. With Daniel's amazing powers that he kept hitting all of this time. Okay, right, that's sweet. I'll leave the book in there because it kind of looks cool. This would actually be a pretty sweet, deep bookshelf. Oh no, I kind of got a sneeze going on. I hope it goes away. What have you got for me, eh? You a tinderbox. The tinderbox was cursed. Hey, buddy! I'm just gonna sneak in here real quick if you don't mind. Object permanence issues right there. I mean, come on. You saw me. You saw me and then you lost me. I'm in here, dork. Oh, dear me. There's always something behind the painting. Woo! Do you think he can climb the bookshelf and get in here? Well, not the bookshelf, but like the desk. Stay back. I have an object at my command. Hooah! Fat load of nothing as usual. Oh hey, a doohickey. A doohickey that opened up the bookshelfie. I'll cover your face in ink if you ever think of coming back here again, you hear? See, punk? Ink face is what you'll get. That's what I thought. Your face is already plenty messed up as it is. You don't want to ruin it anymore with ink. And I'm talking permanent ink. Don't mind if I do. Yeesh. You better not still be there. You're still there. Your persistence is admirable, to say the least. Like, at the very least, you have an admirable persistence. Perchance, did you see my illustrious glow? And is that what has led you back here to my location? Ooh, another tinderbox. I always get excited when I see a tinderbox, even though I never frickin' use it. Oh, you came running back, eh? Yeah, I'll see you later, buddy. Nice try. Whoa! Wow. That did kind of scare me a little bit, not gonna lie. I don't know if that was on purpose. I don't know if there was meant to be two grunts there, but if there was meant to be, kudos to the mod, the custom story creator. That was a good scare. Now, there's not much you can do with the enemies in this game because they suck, as previously established, but hey, you know, you gotta think really creatively when you're using these enemies, since they have a pretty poor, like, base to work off of. Which is common with the older frictional games, unfortunately. But, yeah, no, they've done a good job in a few areas. Again, a little too common for my liking. The enemies, that is, but still well done so far. So we've got everything on that side. I'm presuming now we just have to get everything on this side. I mean, that stands to reason. I'm gonna go upstairs first, because I'm weird. Why do I feel like I've been here before? Everything's just starting to look the same. But there's no way I have been here before. Ew. Looks like more shadow goop is somehow still prevalent in this game. Daniel's made zero note of the shadows goop. I feel like he would have mentioned that. There's impact, yada yada blah blah blah. Nothing's changed there. I can tell the difference between a monster spawning and a monster trying to scare me from the distance. You're not gonna fool me today, champ. Oh my gosh, I've got an almighty itch all over my face that I just can't do anything about. Legitimate torture. Door's stuck. Door's stuck, man. Door's stuck. Get out of the way. Door's stuck. You're a genuine D-word sucker. To those of you that have not seen that clip, you really need to do yourself a favor and see that clip. It's hilarious. Just type in door stuck and yeah, you'll see it. No way that you won't see it. It's pretty popular. I'd be pretty surprised if you haven't already seen it. The door is locked. Find the key in the west wing. Fancy chairs lined up in a row. I can appreciate some nice decor. That load of nothing as per usual. Yeah, not going in there. Too big. Too big for my liking. Alright, that room was too big? No, that room was too big. The one that we just went to. Okay, alright, I'm sensing a pattern here. Come on, give me some goods. Give me some goods of some kind. If I were making a custom story, I would probably focus on adding like a lot more notes for story, but then again, you kind of have to have something already in mind to say, but I feel like the most valuable kind of... Ooh, hey, that's clearly a secret bookshelf. But I feel like the most valuable kind of collectible you can have in an Amnesia game is two things. Oil and notes. Everything under that, well, then there's like a B tier, which is like laudanum and sanity potion. And then, you know, everything else is below that. I suppose quest items are in a league of their own too, because you kind of literally need them to progress, which makes them very important. Oh, hello, fake buck. You hear a faint grinding sound coming from another room. Is that so? Maybe I shouldn't go there then. That kind of sounds weird. I don't want to investigate weird noises. In any other custom story, the sight of my lantern going down without my permission would be terrifying. In this game, in this custom story in particular, not so much. Too much oil for me to be afraid of that. Ancient slab from Yu-Gi-Oh! P.S. Not from Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, somehow that worked out in my favor, because of course it did. Everything works out in my favor. Whoever hid the key here really, was thinking ahead, you know? Always the weirdest places to hide things. Also, I'm not scared of you weird noises. You wanna come in here and scare me? Come in here and do it to my face. Tinderbox, seems to be the only other thing in this area, so I'm gonna move on now. My face is being ruthless today, I just can't stop itching. What? No way. Really? Well, alright then. Door stuck, man. Door stuck. There's just nothing I can do about that. Was there a locked door in this room? What? What? Well, alright. I guess I'll backtrack, I suppose. Who closed this door? Wow! Well, that did a good deal on my real-life sanity and my in-game sanity. I'm sure it's not a real threat. Ooh, that... Okay. I mean, whatever, I guess. I can throw books around angrily too. Roar! Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That kind of sounded like it might have been real. I'm starting to have trouble telling the difference between real monster noises and fake monster noises, and that's just because although I know the difference in the sound bites, I'm so freaked out, and I know that there was a monster here. It's made me paranoid. Got a crowbar now though, so that's progress. Infinitely delicious progress. I'm barging in. With a crowbar. Oh hey, can't I pick that up again actually? Yes I can. Always love it when people let me keep the stuff that I break. Oh. Someone got blood on this bed. Ooh, key. Dining hall key. He found me. As I write, his monsters claw at my door. It will not be holding long. My doom bears down on me quickly. Ironic how long I tried to reach the next realm, only to be sent there in a matter of moments by the very thing I sought to escape. Perhaps I will be returning one day. He managed to do so. Vengeance burns in his heart. How long until he realizes his hope is false? How many lives will he steal away before he learns the truth? I suppose it matters not. The time has come to an end. Forgive me, I was not fast enough. Johann Wire. Really cool. I love that Johann Wire made a return in this game. Yeah, okay. Whatever, man. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of nobody. Least of all's yous. Yous I better get out of here. Don't ask me what accent that was, I'll never be able to tell you. I don't know what the accent that is, and I'm the one that was doing it. Well, that area was fruitful. I got a key to the dining hall, quite possibly the most important place in this entire game, but one thing that concerns me is I didn't get any gems from that area, which is very concerning indeed. But I suppose I'll just say what's down in this area for now. The archives. We can always backtrack if we find we need to go there. Also, it was fascinating learning about Johann Wire again. Seeing him in this game. He seems less of the all-powerful dimensional traveler he was in the original Dark Descent. And in this one, he's more of a still pretty powerful figure, and very knowledgeable, but he wasn't able to do what he set out to do, like he was able to do in the original Dark Descent. Well, in the original Dark Descent, he was passing between not just worlds, but entire dimensions easily. This version of Johann Wire seems to have just been wanting to escape death by going to the dead world in his living form. It's what I can gather from that message he was writing. Alexander, on the other hand, is back from the dead, so we're probably playing as Daniel during the route where he sacrificed Alexander to the shadow and then triumphantly, confidently, and satisfyingly walked out of Brenningberg Castle, which I believe was called the Survivor ending. That'll be the one that we are playing as. So not the benevolent Daniel who sacrificed himself to save Agrippa, and not the guilty Daniel that sacrificed himself. Well, for Alexander. We're playing as the revengeful, the vengeful. We're playing as the vengeful Daniel, who got his delectable sweet revenge. Oh, okay. You were just there to scare me for a little bit? Hey, I can respect that. Whole lot of nothing. Well, I got oil, that's not nothing. Especially since I'm running out, jeez. Hopefully there's a whole lot of something. Yeah, whatever, man. Hopefully there's a whole lot of something. Tinderbox, that's already something. I mean, primarily what I'm after is notes. If I could get a note. Ooh, note! Whole lot of something indeed. A note or a memory capsule left by the great Alexander. I've finally done it. I have opened a portal to another realm. This is a success even where would envy. His use of orbs is far from the best course of action. Through my vast number of experiments, I have finally managed to create the chemical needed for the ritual. The key ingredient, as I suspected, is the serum I have been attempting to develop over the past few months. I have the mixture stored somewhere else in the castle, but I shall record the ingredients for further use. Most of the components are easy enough to acquire. There are ample stores of mercury and bromine needed. However, the most difficult ingredient to collect is the blood of a twisted. The foul magics that course through the creatures make their blood most useful for this ritual. The order of combination is very important, however. The blood must be extracted first, then the mercury must be added, after which the mixture must be placed upon a burner to heat it before adding the bromine. As a note of caution, the Twisted's blood will give off a very powerful gas when extracted, and may cause dizziness and hallucinations. Once the mixture is poured upon the altar, the magic runes will do the rest. The portal will open, but I've not yet found a safe way to enter it. Perhaps I am unworthy. So this version of Johann Wire, much like the previous Johann Wire in the original Dark Descent, was based and incredibly knowledgeable and intelligent, but unlike the previous Johann Wire, he was not worthy. The previous Johann Wire was able to explore countless unimaginable universes that nobody else in the Dark Descent universe could dream of. But this version of Johann Wire was based, but not based enough, as he was not able to pass beyond the gate. He also, instead of using, orbs, he decided to use a potion instead, which is interesting. Or serum. Apparently serum and potion are different things. The note says that if I mix bromine, mercury, and the blood of a twisted, I can open a portal to another realm. I should look for those three things. Oh, it astonishes me. It astonishes me how much of a weenie you are. What do you say, guys? Should I risk it? I don't know. Maybe I should just hide from this one. What time is it? I'll have a look at what time it is first. Time for me to wrap this up is what time it is. I mean, not the video. The video will continue, but I'll, like, stop recording and then... Yeah, you know the deal. You guys don't need to know the ins and outs. It's fine, it's fine. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Don't question me. Ah! You've made me angry, Grunt! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Taste the door. Oh, meat sticks, this sucks. Well, at least I got a red shard, I suppose. Oh, let's just try and get out of here. I'm quite aware of what happened to the doorbuster. Hey, buddy. Oh, bye, buddy. That didn't work quite as well. I thought I could tank a hit, but I couldn't. Run? What do you think I was doing? I was trying to run. Put me in a bad mood. I'm gonna be kicking stones and sticks the rest of the day now. In a tragic mood. Okay, he couldn't even break through the door fully, and somehow he still got to me. It sucks that I died there. I really don't like dying to the enemies, but in situations like that, I'm not really sure what else I could have done. I mean, I did my best. I thought I could sneak past the grunt while it was walking past me, and then it'll be good. Even if it did hit me, I figured I could avoid taking... I thought I could avoid death and just get, like, a really red screen, but I guess Daniel was one hit away from death, and I just didn't notice. Because unless you lose... from what I've noticed, unless you use Laudanum... even if you heal naturally, Daniel won't heal enough to survive taking another hit. His vision will just return to normal, but he won't fully heal, even if it says his heart is healed. So, what am I missing then? Apparently I need to go to the dining hall, wherever that is. But that's for tomorrow morning when I continue recording. Oh, the dining hall must be in here. Right. Yep, yeah, that's it. Alright. I'll continue this tomorrow morning. I would continue recording now, but it's late and my cutoff point is here. I could upload this as a whole video on its own and make this a two-parter. Would you guys... I don't know what you guys would prefer. I don't know if you would prefer I upload things in, like, hour-long segments and just stick to that, or if I should just upload everything in one go. Alright everybody, actually I've decided I will end this video here. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. It was a great time. I hope you all had as much fun watching it as I did playing it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now. Ooh, another tinderbox. I always get excited when I see a tinderbox, even though I never freaking use it. Oh, you came running back, eh? Yeah, I'll see you later, buddy. Nice try. Whoa! Wow.